Hello everyone, we are Lucian and Jack.
Welcome to our YouTube channel where we share our real married life. Don't forget to subscribe to support us.
Hello everyone, our dear friends of the channel. There are journeys that seem to have closed gently in love. Yet fate chooses the most peaceful moment to test the human heart once again. Tuttienne was kidnapped by strangers. And today's story of Ly Tu Tien and CEO Jack is exactly such a journey. If you love stories about family, love, and moments that touch the heart, then this channel is for you. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes. Your support is the greatest motivation for us to continue spreading positive and meaningful stories. Now, let us begin. The pickup truck rolled away from the high mountains while the morning mist had yet to fully fade. Behind them was the poor village that had welcomed Tuttienne with sincere embraces, with the innocent voices of children calling her Aunt Tien. Ahead lay the long road back to the city, where a new life was waiting. Tuttienne sat in the passenger seat, resting her head against the window, her gaze distant. The mountain wind slipped through the crack of the window, carrying the familiar scent of damp grass and red soil. She smiled softly, a smile of relief after days filled with love and sharing. As Jack drove, he occasionally glanced at her. He could sense that after this trip, Tuttienne seemed calmer, more at peace. The wounds in her heart no longer bled as they once had, and he believed that the past was finally beginning to fall asleep. But some storms give no warning. As the truck passed through a deserted mountain pass, rain suddenly began to pour. Mountain rain comes quickly and heavily, obscuring visibility. Jack was forced to pull over beneath an abandoned roadside shelter to wait for the rain to ease. Tuttienne stepped out of the truck. She looked around and noticed a woman wrapped tightly in a raincoat, struggling beside a broken motorbike not far away. The woman appeared frightened and exhausted. Tuttienne's kind nature would not allow her to ignore the situation. She turned to Jack and said, "I'll go see if she needs help. Please wait for me for a moment." Jack nodded, but called after her, "Be quick, this road is very deserted." Holding an umbrella, Tuttienne walked toward the stranger. The two exchanged a few words. Then suddenly, from behind a bend of the road, another old motorbike sped toward them. Everything happened too fast. Jack only saw the umbrella fall onto the wet road, and then Tuttienne was gone. Tuttienne! Jack rushed out of the truck, his heart feeling as though it were being crushed. The rain fell harder and harder. The road was completely empty, not a single soul in sight. The umbrella lay twisted on the ground, like an abrupt full stop to the peace they had just known. He called her name again and again. There was no answer. In that moment, Jack realized a terrifying truth. Tuttienne had been kidnapped. Jack immediately reported the incident to the local police. He could no longer maintain the calm composure of a CEO accustomed to handling major crises. Now before him was only the raw fear of a man on the verge of losing the woman he loved. Together with the authorities, they searched every meter of the road and questioned every resident living nearby. But the mountain pass was remote, rarely traveled. Clues were almost non-existent. Night fell. The rain stopped, but thick fog enveloped the mountains and forests. Jack stood by the roadside, his eyes bloodshot from worry and a sleepless night. In his mind, images of Tuttienne replayed endlessly. Her gentle eyes, her soft voice, and the smile that had restored his faith in goodness. He blamed himself. If only he hadn't let her go alone. If only. Somewhere else, Tuttienne regained consciousness in a state of panic. Around her was a dark room where she could barely make out anything. Her hands were loosely tied, enough to move, but not enough to escape. The woman from earlier no longer appeared weak. Her eyes were cold and unemotional. "Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you," the woman said. Tuttienne tried to stay calm. Her instincts told her that this woman was not acting alone. The next morning, Jack received an anonymous phone call. The voice on the other end was hoarse and harsh. "If you want to see Ly Tu Tien again, don't involve the media. Don't make any noise. Do exactly as we say." The call ended abruptly. Jack clenched his phone tightly. He knew this was not a random kidnapping. During the investigation, an unexpected detail emerged. A local resident reported that a few days ago, an elderly woman had repeatedly asked about Jack and Tu Tien's schedule. She appeared worn and frail, spoke in a trembling voice, and frequently mentioned the past. The description left Jack frozen in shock. It sounded exactly like Tu Tien's former mother-in-law. When contacted, the woman burst into tears. She denied kidnapping Tu Tien, but in her emotional outburst, she spoke words filled with bitterness and resentment. She said that since Tu Tien left, her son had fallen apart, drowning in debt, numbing himself with alcohol day after day. The villagers had turned their backs on the family, treating them as bearers of bad luck. Their family was barely surviving. She left and abandoned everything for us to carry. Now she lives a comfortable life. What about us? She cried. Yet she insisted, no matter how much resentment I feel, I would never go so far as to harm someone. Jack was torn apart. On one side was the woman he loved, missing and in danger. On the other were the painful fragments of Tu Tien's past resurfacing in the most cruel way. Was this merely a coincidence, or was the past truly coming back to claim its debt? No one could say for sure. In the dark room, Tu Tien struggled to steady herself. She thought of Jack, of his determined eyes when he promised he would always be by her side. That thought alone kept her from breaking down. She believed Jack would find her. The search continued. Every passing hour was another hour of unbearable anxiety for Jack. But deep down, he knew one thing for certain. Even if he had to uncover every painful truth from the past, no matter how cruel it might be, he would never let go of Tu Tien. The story is not over yet. Who is truly behind this kidnapping? Is the former mother-in-law really involved, or merely an unfortunate shadow cast by fate? Thank you for accompanying us through this meaningful episode. Once again, if you enjoy this deeply human story and wish to see more tender, everyday moments of their lives together in the future, don't forget to subscribe to Ly Tu Tien's story. Let us send our warmest blessings to them. Goodbye, and see you again in the journeys ahead.
Tuttienne và CEO Jack đã kết thúc chuyến đi thiện nguyện đầy yêu thương ở vùng núi khi đang trên đường trở về thành phố. Giữa lúc tưởng chừng như mọi đau khổ đã lùi lại về phía sau, biến cố bất ngờ ập đến. Tuttienne bị bắt cóc trên một đoạn đèo vắng trong cơn mưa lớn sau khi cô tốt bụng giúp một người phụ nữ gặp nạn. Jack hoảng loạn lập tức báo công an và lao vào cuộc tìm kiếm trong tuyệt vọng. Một cuộc gọi nặc danh xác nhận đây là vụ bắt cóc có chủ đích, yêu cầu anh giữ im lặng và làm theo chỉ dẫn. Trong quá trình điều tra, manh mối bất ngờ xuất hiện khi người dân cho biết có một người phụ nữ lớn tuổi dò hỏi về lịch trình của hai người với đặc điểm nhận dạng rất giống mẹ chồng cũ của Tuttienne. Người mẹ chồng cũ phủ nhận việc bắt cóc, nhưng bà bộc lộ nỗi oán hận sâu sắc. Sau khi Tuttienne rời đi, gia đình bà rơi vào bi kịch, con trai bà suy sụp, nợ nần và bị xã hội xa lánh. Điều này khiến Jack rơi vào giằng xé giữa hiện tại và quá khứ đau thương của người anh yêu. Trong khi đó, Tuttienne tỉnh dậy trong một căn phòng tối, bị trói nhưng vẫn giữ được sự bình tĩnh và niềm tin rằng Jack sẽ tìm được mình. Cuộc tìm kiếm tiếp tục trong căng thẳng để ngỏ câu hỏi: ai thực sự đứng sau vụ bắt cóc này? Đây thực sự là trùng hợp hay là hệ quả tàn nhẫn của quá khứ chưa khép lại? Câu chuyện khép lại trong hồi hộp nhấn mạnh tình yêu, niềm tin của sự kiên định của Jack, đồng thời mở ra những diễn biến tiếp theo chưa được hé lộ. Cảm ơn các bạn đã xem hết video. Nếu các bạn thấy hay, hãy like, chia sẻ, đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ cho kênh Ly Tu Tien Story. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong các tập tiếp theo. Bye bye!